Alright, welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nika, and with tonight's episode of If Loving You Is Wrong. This is Season 3, Episode 14, entitled The Battleground State. It wasn't really a whole lot to this episode, which is why it's being brought to you by Spreaker, because I just was not fixing to get up and put lights together and get made up to look decent on camera. I wasn't going through all that, so we're going to run it real quick because it wasn't much to the episode tonight. We opened back up with Brad speeding off and Alex upset now that he saw her talking to Randall after he said he told her not to talk to him anymore, child. Now, when that was going on, child, I had a phone call, so I don't know what actually was all said in the damn conversation between Randall and Alex. I just know that he didn't believe her at first that he was the father of Marcy's baby opposed to Brad. And I think she was trying to get him to like go after Marcy or whatever. That way Brad will come back over there to her so she feels. I don't know, girls and boys. I don't know. You know, if it was something important, put it in the panic. Then we meet this guy named Carl, and I'm like, well, who the hell is this? He comes to see Lucien down to the police station, and he say Ian sent him, and Lucien looking at him like, wait a minute, what you say your name again? That's not the name of the attorney that I was referred to. He says, well, I know that, but this is all that we can work. You know, he's unavailable right now, so I'm here. And come to find out, he from the public defender's office. Lucien was immediately upset. He told him, he said, you know, no offense to you, but how old are you? Because he is a very young-looking guy. He didn't feel like he was the right dude for the case. You could tell he's young, and I don't think Lucien trusts him with a case that is big as what Kelly's is obviously going to be because of who she killed. So he asked him to step out the office just a minute, you know, and let him make a phone call. Child, he called Ian, who wasn't going to answer the phone until Marcy made him go ahead on and answer, because she glanced down at his call ID and realized that was Lucien calling. So, you know, she concerned about Kelly at this point, so she told him to answer the phone. Lucien said the guy seemed inexperienced and he concerned. That's what he's telling Ian. Ian admitted that the original attorney that he referred him to don't want to take Kelly's case, and Ian said that he can't work the case and he knows why, and nobody that's really, really good will work with her on this case without being paid up front. Lucien asked why Ian seemed so interested at first, but now he act like he don't care. He was like, is it more that you ain't telling me? Well, you know, the guy gonna act like he don't know nothing, because even though he know he done had his investigators from their firm check into Travis' background and find out that he really was stalking Kelly, which would really help her case, he ain't finna say that because he worked for the family, okay? Well, at least his firm does. Now, when Ian returned to the table, because he walked off from the table to take that call, he returned back to the table. He trying to flirt with Marcy, and she flattered, but she ain't ready for that because, you know, she still got an eye on Brad. He apologized for the lameness and told her that, you know, he rushed it. He knew to this dating thing, and she reminded him they wasn't on no damn date. He said, well, he's practicing. So she took that to mean he using her for practice for maybe another female he may choose to try to step to, but in actuality he was talking about her, and she made him feel kind of bad because she said men been using her a lot as of late. Now, let's go on over back to the back of this truck, because Eddie is still torturing the absolute hell out of Larry, and Larry finally comes through and saying that he in pain and he won't Eddie to let him go because he ain't been to work all day. Eddie ain't give a damn about none of that. So Larry started talking, telling Eddie his background. He knew who Eddie was, where he was from, the fact he got a baby by Esperanza, the numerous times that he's had complaints filed against him down to the police office and everything, and about him being a racist. Now, Eddie said he a lawyer's worst nightmare, and he made Larry say that he had the power over him in that moment. He kind of like was doing it because when he was defenseless under Larry and Randall's little grip they put him under. Child, he said he was in control then. Well, he in control now. So Eddie feeling himself, right? Ed ain't finna let him go. Larry said that he can't be hurt. He told him, nothing you do can faze me. So Eddie pulled out this piece of plastic, and that's when everything got real, honey. All of a sudden now, he don't want to get hurt. Don't put that over his head. He put it over his head the wrong way. He could kill him and all of that shit there. But see, he didn't think about that when he put that plastic over Eddie's damn head and took him up them stairwells and violated him or whatever they did to him, child. I don't know. Now back at the station, Carl asking to see Kelly, and Lucien say he apprehends him but say he okay to that. Carl say he good and people underestimate him often. He said that that Kelly is being brought over so that Carl can meet her and talk to her. He said let him talk to Kelly first. He goes in to see her, and she want to know if the lawyer has called. He said no, but then introduced her to Carl. She was kind of taken aback by Carl. Carl asked to speak to Kelly alone. So Lucien leaves out, and she tells him immediately that she's innocent. He said okay, and then he tell her that he's going to have to hire an investigator to prove her case. She want to know how the hell we going to pay for this because she broke. You know, he took all her coin. He admitted that at that moment that he worked for the public defender's office, and baby, she wasn't feeling that at all because she said a case that's going to be big as hers, she needs somebody who's willing to fight for her freedom and not fall for no plea bargain because she's not taking one. Carl is urging her to be calm and let him do his job. Let me get this started because he actually is a good attorney and he's dedicated to helping her. She just got to work with him. Y'all think that Carl gonna be a good damn lawyer for her? Now, Lucien said he did go call and check him out, but my question is he gonna be good for her? I kind of think that this young man might actually do something. Y'all get down in the pen, let me know what y'all think. Now, over at Natalie and Lucien, she getting the kids ready to eat and everything, and Frank come over there and ask her about, you know, has she seen, you know, where Joey at? Is Kelly where Joey at? All of that is coming up because down to the schoolhouse, everybody done heard about what Kelly supposedly did to Travis, and he kind of had a rough day. So that's why he's not at the dinner table. Natalie go in there and try to talk to him and get him to come eat. He don't want to eat. And then he just asks her, did my mama kill Travis? What happened? Natalie don't want to be upfront with him, but I always tell y'all, children are smarter than you think. He hearing what's going on at the schoolhouse, but he also feeling the atmosphere and it ain't right, and where's my mama? So she eventually ends up saying that, yeah, your mom did shoot Travis. She was protecting herself. And he was like, when? And apparently this happened the night before. So it's only been one day, y'all. Yeah, Tyler Perry Land. It's only been one day, so... Child, after he said that, he let her know that, look, I had talked to Travis. He came to my window. I opened the window and had a conversation with him. And that's when he asked me to get my mama credit cards and her checkbook so that he could put money on her account so she wouldn't have to struggle so hard. And I did that. And they let Natalie know exactly what the hell had happened with Kelly finances and stuff. So she on the phone and called Lucien, and she basically tells him, you know, hey, Justin say... Travis was at his window last night talking to him, and she pretty much know now how Travis got into her personal account and was able to bankrupt her like that. Lucien say he on his way home to talk to Justice because he hold a lot of secrets. Now, back over at the restaurant, Esperanza, that little undercover freak, she still thinking people care about her being on a date with Stevens. Girl, we don't care. She can't understand why he want her friends to know that they hang out and ask if it had anything to do with Eddie. He said, hell no. Child, where you going with these conspiracy theories, right? She said she had to get ready to go at that moment. She ain't want to talk no more. Told him he can't go with her because Mika is with the sitter and she got to roll out right now. Now, she had to stop by Marcy and Ian's table to announce she leaving. Girl, still, nobody cares anything about you messing around with Stevens. Nobody but Ed is, to be honest. He probably the only one give a damn. The rest of us don't. Lucien goes to see Kelly again, and of course she worried and not feeling her lawyer, but Lucien said Carl is actually a good attorney. He checked on him. She asked about her child. He said he okay. She worried about if she go to prison, what will happen to him, and that's when Lucien told her that him and Natalie would take him in if she does, but he doubts she do. He urged her to just stay strong, and assures her that they got her back. They there for her, and she needs that. Now, back at the restaurant, Ian is preoccupied and Marcy can feel it and see it. She asks what's wrong and is it about Kelly. He can't talk to her about it, of course, but, then he turns around and asks about Kelly. And Marcy said her and Kelly have had, some misunderstandings in the past, but overall, Kelly is a good person and a great mom, somebody she aspires to be when she have children. She said that she wish he was Kelly's attorney, and he was basically like, girl, how? You don't know if I'm good or not. She said, I just could tell that you good people when I see them. You ain't nothing like Larry. And Ian said Larry is a lot at times, but, he went to telling them the motherfucker didn't come to work today. Not only did he not come to work, he scheduled this damn meeting, this press conference I had to take over. He said he gets, he good at what he do, but he get on my nerves. Now, she notices Brad has come into the restaurant, so she take him over there. Well, she go over there and get Brad to come over there and introduce him to Ian. Also, before he came over, he explained, I'm sorry, y'all. Brad explained that he was there because he was mad at Alex because he told her don't talk to Randall and he went home and she was outside talking to him. Now, once she introduced Brad to Ian and explained that they finna be neighbors, he asked, general questions like, is there any good schools close by? How old your children? Then he tells him his kids are around Brad's kids' age. And then out of nowhere, child, he mentions that he saw a baby stroller on Brad's porch and asked him, you got a newborn? Brad said, no, my wife did. It just started telling the child. He just started telling T. He told her that my wife cheated with Marcy's husband, and basically Randall is still driving me nuts. Child, next thing we know, here come Randall walking into the restaurant, and Marcy wanted to go, but Brad said he's staying. So she tried to sit there a minute, but Randall was taunting the shit out of her like he always do, to the point where she and Ian gets up and actually are leaving the restaurant. This fool is walking behind Marcy talking about, let me find out. And telling her something about, her stress level and possibly losing the baby. And next thing I know, baby, Brad done bust him across his shit with a bottle, and they get to fighting and whatnot. Child, they went to fighting, you hear what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, Randall was holding his own at first, but Brad was on that ass. And that's where the episode pretty much cut off at, y'all. I know it wasn't much to it, I told you, but I had to come in and give it to you because I promised I would. So that's it, y'all. That is If Loving You Is Wrong. And if I left anything out that you think is important, which I seriously doubt, because like I said, this was a filler episode, go ahead on and drop it down in the panty section. Y'all remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video wherever it is you share videos. I'll see you guys back for the next review. Will be Growing Up Hip Hop ATL tomorrow night. Have a good night. Peace.